I'm here with top San Bernardino County criminal defense lawyer Michael Scafidi. And Mike, I want to ask you about the work release program here in the county, the sort of as a jail alternative. And first of all, just by way of background, sometimes when a person gets sentenced to do county jail time, instead of having to go and spend the night in jail and actually sort of live in the jail, they get to do a work release, right?
That's correct.
And I guess my first question is, does the judge have to approve that, or can somebody automatically do that if they get sentenced to jail time?
Well, typically what will happen in San Bernardino County, there'll be a negotiated resolution between our office and the district attorney. And we'll negotiate that up front, whether or not it's going to be straight time or a work release program. Ultimately, the court has to sign off on that plea. Mm-hmm. So ultimately, the court does have the ability to either accept or reject the work release program.
So generally, you'll negotiate it with the DA as part of the plea, get the DA on board, and then finally get the judge on board.
That's correct.
And if somebody does get, if they're entitled to do the work release, logistically, how does that work?
Well, typically in San Bernardino County, we're going to give our client who we've entered a plea for work release around 30 to 45 days to appear at the Glen Helen facility in Devore, which is in North San Bernardino. They have to present themselves to the San Bernardino County Sheriff's official there. They have to pay $100, cash only, no checks or credit cards at the jail, and a photo ID. And they have to do that either their reporting date or prior to that reporting date, and they'll be processed for the work release program.
And then let's say I have 30 days. I have to do 30 days of work release. Am I going to do I have to do that like 30 consecutive days? Could I do that over weekends? Could I do like 3 days here and 3 days here? I mean, do I have some flexibility in terms of that?
Typically, there is some flexibility. Generally, people will do it through the work release program on the weekends. Mm-hmm. They'll report on a Saturday morning to a set site, March Air Force, or Northern Air Force Base, the former Northern Air Force Base, or some Caltrans duty on the side of the road. Mm-hmm. And they'll do that all day Saturday until about 3:30 in the afternoon, and then come back on Sunday. Mm-hmm. Now, the sheriffs do have the ability to have someone work Monday through Friday. Mm-hmm. But typically, because people are working and things like that, they'll do their work release in 2-day blocks on the weekends.
So usually it's weekends, but it can be arranged to do weekdays as well.
That's correct, it can.
And I imagine if somebody has a lot of jail time to do, it would be easier just to sort of do it over during the week as well, because there may not even be enough weekends in the probationary period, right?
That's correct. And I always recommend to clients, if they have the time to do it, they should get it done as soon as possible, because things happen, and you don't want to miss your work release time, because it could lead to a potential violation of their probation.
So if you're not making progress on your work release, and the case goes before the judge, he can revoke that and say, okay, now you're going to go literally into West Valley and do straight time.
That's correct, and that's what the court will do. If they give you a chance to do work release, and they've given you an extended period of time to get it done during your probationary period, and you don't get it done, they're going to say, you know what, we're going to make sure you get it done, and we're going to just put you at West Valley Jail or Central Detention Center or the jail up in Atlanta. They'll find a bed for you if they feel like you're not doing what you're supposed to do.
So you've got to really be on top of it and be proactive.
Absolutely. And what I tell our clients all the time, Neil, is if you're having problems, whether it's transportation problems or some family emergencies have come up, let me know. And what we'll do for them, by the way, at no additional charge, we'll go into court and we'll modify that term to give them more time.
So if the judge gave them 6 months to do it, maybe modify it to give them a year or 18 months so that it's more practical for them.
That's correct. And that's a service that when we tell people, when we represent them, we represent them from beginning to end. And that's a service we'll throw in at no cost to them as a professional courtesy.
Now, in terms of cost of the program, you said it's $100 to sign up, right?
Correct.
Now, let's say I have 60 days of work release to do. Is there any more cost, or is it just $100 up front?
It's just $100 up front. But let's say, for example, you get thrown out of the work release program, and we have to go back into the court and get you reinstated on what we would call original terms of the probation. You're going to have to pay that $100 again. Okay. So that occasion, if you do fall out of the program, they're going to want their money, and you're going to have to pony it up.
Now, what's a typical day like? I mean, it's, let's say Saturday, I'm going to go do a work release day. What is my day going to look like?
Let's say, for example, you're assigned to a work crew that's going to work around the old Northern Air Force Base near downtown San Bernardino. Typically, you're going to report on a Saturday to a designated area, at around 7:30 in the morning. You're going to be met by a crew chief, and you're going to be assigned with other individuals to work a certain area. It could be pulling up weeds or grass or picking up trash along the side of the roadway or the exterior fence. And you're generally going to work, there'll be a lunch break. Mm-hmm. You're generally going to work to about 3:30 in the afternoon.
And starting at what time?
About 7:30.
Okay.
And generally to about 3:30, and the same thing will happen again on Sunday when you report.
So, I mean, it's labor, but it's not, it's not anything, it's not a terrible hardship.
I wouldn't say it's a terrible hardship, but in San Bernardino in the summer, when it feels like it's 100 degrees, but it feels like it's 175 degrees.
You're going to be outside.
You're going to be outside,
in the sun.
And it could have a wear and tear on your body. And typically, what we'll do on something like that, we'll try to get that converted to some sort of community service, especially if we have an older client or someone with a disability.
But in any case, I mean, it certainly beats spending the day and the night, and West Valley Detention Center are one of the actual jails.
In my opinion, and talking to the clients, all the clients we have, work release is always better than straight jail time.